Right, first of all, the Liverpool team then. Clements in goal, Neil, Alan Hansen in for Tommy Smith, Thompson, Kennedy, Hughes, Dalglish with 29 goals to his credit this season, Case, Fairclough, McDermott and Souness. And Bruges with something like 9 internationals in their team of various nationalities. Jensen, of course, who's a Dane, Basteins, the captain, Krieger, who's an Austrian international, Lakens, Maas, the young 21-year-old, in fact, midfielder, Kools, a fellow we'll have to watch out for, Van der Eycken, who has become really the boss of the side, De Kubber, Simon, Koo, who's a Hungarian, and Sorensen, a brilliant Dane, who they say, in fact, is the Clive Woods of Bruges. Well, if he plays as well as Clive Woods played here on Saturday, there might be a problem or two for Liverpool. The referee there is Charles Korver from Holland, who was here just a few weeks ago to referee the England-Brazil game, and is the only Dutch referee who'll be going to the World Cup in Argentina. The last seconds then before this 1978 European Cup final is underway. Dalglish, Kennedy, Souness again, Fairclough on the far side, nodded in nicely, Dalglish diving in there, and Jensen was out quickly, took a knock on his left arm, I think, as Dalglish went roaring in there for Terry McDermott, played on again, this time for Jimmy Case. And no trouble. Chipped in this time for Case. Can he get in behind them this time? He's got in behind Maas. Played across there, and so nearly with Dalglish on the far side. It was the captain of number 2, Basteins, who saved them there. A corner then for Liverpool, taken by Terry McDermott. McDermott, a deep cross again. Kennedy on the far side, allowed a lot of leeway there. Played in again this time for Graham Souness. A little chip in there. Well, that certainly looked like a foul on Alan Hansen. Beaten by Dalglish, and the long ball forward hoping to find the pace of Fairclough. Bruges reclaiming handball there. Fairclough has got past his man. Case is waiting in the middle, and he tried to make something of it. There was a bit of pushing and shoving going on there, but Case couldn't quite make it. Now can Kenny Dalglish. Safely held by Jensen. Neil. Case reacting very quickly, but it's noticeable that Maas reacted quickly with him, and here's McDermott getting in there, and that nearly came for Kennedy. It might still come for Kennedy. Oh, across the face of the goal. It looked a certain one. So, do we fancy Jimmy Case, I wonder, to send a blistering shot through this Bruges wall and into the back of the net? That's exactly what Liverpool could do with now. 2, 4, 5 in the wall, and there's Jimmy Case through the wall, tucked away. The power of the shot, you get some indication of that, because Jensen's punch virtually went away into touch. Tremendous. And onside this time. Fairclough's okay, and Lakens is after him. Fairclough is up, Case is going in, off the goalkeeper, and it'll come this time for Dalglish. A chance, though, for Bruges to reform, perhaps. Souness with the shot just over. Oh, what a lovely ball there. Now Fairclough. Oh! Now Fairclough with it. You don't feel that Liverpool are in any danger at the moment. You'd feel a little more comfortable, and I'm sure millions of watching it would, if only they could put the ball in the back of the net. Hansen there, and he very nearly did. Touched away that time by Jensen. Now for Kennedy. Fairclough. Basteins is there. Oh, Fairclough shoved him off it, and he's allowed to get away with it. Played in there towards Kenny Dalglish. Oh, and turned away in the end by Maas, just as Jimmy Case came in by Lakens, but here's Dalglish. That little rippling run, and McDermott's all the way through. Is this number 1 for Liverpool? Saved by Jensen. Dalglish by the skipper of Bruges, the number 2, Alphonse Basteins. And now Dalglish. taken before Bruges were alive. Still no goals. And here's Dalglish. Over his head nicely, and De Cubba was there, but so is Souness there. Will he get a shot in? Now Dalglish, across the face of the goal! It's there, Dalglish! Just look at those Liverpool players. Brilliant scenes of joy. They've carried and hustled and had so much more of the game. Souness' little pass onside. Good decision there by referee and linesman. The little chip by Kenny Dalglish.
Oh, magic, you know, it's terrific. You know, Kenny's, well, you know, like Ian was saying, he seemed to be taking the time, but now he's put that one in, and, you know, that was exactly what he should have done. You know, you couldn't have done any better. It's fabulous, you know, unbelievable.
And now Fairclough. Played in for Kennedy. The midfield men coming forward well. Now that's a good ball if Highway can get to it. Highway for Liverpool. Played again for Dalglish. And Sanoy's played it short for Sorensen. This could be trouble now. Turned back again and knocked off the line by Phil Thompson. Simone so close to getting an equaliser, and that really would have been a terrible lapse of concentration by Liverpool. Alan Hansen's mistake in the first place. Clements almost put it right. Simone on the turn, and that man, Phil Thompson there, who said after the final last year, well, what are you going to do now? All we can do is win it again, and that's what Liverpool have done. Champions of Europe. Liverpool for the second successive year, the first British club to win the European Cup. And look at that picture of delight. The broadest smile in football belongs to Emlyn Hughes and hordes of Liverpool fans and British football fans for what Liverpool have achieved for us tonight. Well done, Liverpool.